Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is report writing. What is a report writing? A report is a written account of something that one has observed, heard, done, or investigated. It is a systematic and well organized presentation of facts and findings of an event that has already taken place somewhere. A report is a form of written communication produced after an investigation or a survey on a specific topic. Reports are used as a form of written communication to find out what you have learned from your reading, research, or experience, and to give you experience of an important skill that is widely used in the workplace. So, it is essentially based on facts and the findings collected during the survey or a investigation. It is written for a specific purpose. How to write the report? So the first person, like I, my, me, we, this kind of first person should be avoided while you're writing the reports. Like while you're writing a research paper or maybe a report or maybe a essay. While you write something, while you write this kind of things, definitely you should avoid first persons. A passive voice is preferred in describing the procedure and making recommendations. Generally, while we write the recommendations, we should use only the passive voice, especially in impersonal passive voice. So that should be used in the recommendations. Reports are normally has two elements. The one is report, and the another one is the covering letter. It's called the report letter. The format of the report. So title of the report. Definitely, you have to start a report with the proper title. So you have to give the title first. So title of the report. Person or organization who requested the report. So who asked you to submit the report? You have to mention their name and position. Then author and the author's title, or the writer and the writer's title. So if you are a marketing manager, or if you are a marketing executive, or if you are a student's representative, or if you are a manager, if you are a supervisor, definitely you have to give your name, then your position. But generally we don't use names in the exams. So instead of name, we are using some numeric or something like xxx or yyyy. These kind of things we are using. So date of the report submission. Definitely you have to mention the date of the submission, report submission date. A sample report box. So this is nothing but an outline of a report. So these things in the very first place. So you have to write these things in the first place. Title of the report, then submit it to whom or to which organization ask you to submit the report. You have to mention that. Then submitted by, here you have to give the writer's name, then writer's title. Like as I said earlier, you should not use your names in the exams. Instead of names, you should give xxryy, something like that. Then submitted on the date of the report submitting. The covering letter. A covering letter should be with all those things, like the purpose of the report. So the main purpose, why you conducted a survey, why you conducted the investigation. So the purpose that should be mentioned in the covering letter in the first place. Then who authorized the actions. So who asked you to write a report or submit a report or a conducting survey. So you have to mention that. Then the background information. So all those things you have to mention in the covering letter itself. Then the body of the report should be with the detailed description of the incident, method, or plans, like what you learned from your research or experience. That should be mentioned there. A detailed account of the facts and the findings should be furnished. So these things should be with the body of the report. So while you writing your recommendations, the very important things you should follow. The first thing is recommendation should be listed. Second one, as I said earlier, impersonal passive voice is generally used in the impersonal recommendations. Sorry. Then the imperative sentence should be avoided. Definitely, we should not mention any imperative sentence. Definitely, you have to follow the passive voice. The conclusion of the report may have the writer's remarks or a statement as a part of the covering letter. Tips to remember how to write a report. So here, make sure you have mentioned all the relevant information which you collected during your survey or investigation. then you should know what is necessary to be included in the report. While you collecting the informations, while you collecting the records, while you investigate or during the survey, you have collected many information, but you should know what are the important necessary points that should be included in the report. Then make sure that your recommendations are supported by the facts. You should not give any recommendation for just assumption. Definitely all the recommendations based on the facts only. Then check the spelling and grammar mistakes. Here I just gave a simple example which was asked in the question paper. Write a report about the fire accident that took place in your factory. So as I said earlier, the title is the first place. So a report on the fire accident in the factory, here is the title. Then submit it to, so to whom ask you to submit a report, the hierarchy you should mention there itself. So I didn't give any name. Instead of name I gave x666. So x66 chairman and VSK Motor Company Private Limited, Bombay. Then submitted by that is you. You may be a marketing executive or marketing manager, or maybe a manager or a supervisor, whatever it may be. Your name, then your position, as well as the company name you have to mention. So submit it on the particular date, date of the submitting report. Here is the report. Generally, company reports, that technical reports are quite different from your reports. So a report on fire accident in the factory, so from, as usual, like a official letter format. So from date, so from your name, your position, your company name, to like the chairman, VSK Motor Company Private Limited, Bombay. So dear sir, the subject, definitely how to mention that like a title. So report on the fire accident in the factory regarding. So reference, if in the question paper itself you have the reference, you can add. If it is not there, no need, you just skip the reference. So I just give the reference like your memo dated on 21/3/2019. With reference to your memo on the fire accident that took place on 21/3/2019 in our factory, the following reports is submitted after the investigation. On 21/3/2019, a fire broke out around 9 a.m. in the generator room and spread quickly that it consumed a large number of tools and spare parts in the next room. Moreover, a few of our employees sustained burn injuries. Under investigation, it was found out that some spark had occurred due to fluctuation. As the employees were working at the time, the fire was put off after great struggle. This fire accident has resulted in a loss of about 3 lakhs rupees. So here I give a few recommendations. So definitely you should give a few recommendations that should be mentioned in your report. To avoid such a mischief in the future, it is recommended that the cable should be checked at the regular interval. Proper fuse should be installed. Fire alarm can be installed. If all these measures are implemented, surely such accidents can be prevented in the future, and thereby loss to human resource and property can be prevented. So after that you have to mention that yours faithfully and your signature. So all those things you have to mention. So this is the outline of the fire accident report. We have a few reports, few more reports like industrial visit report, survey report, feasible report. That and all we will see in the next video. Thank you.